Oh look. Still have this shit. Jesus, I need to. So many messages. I just cannot answer everybody. Okay. Mhm. Look what I found. I think I have evacuated my minifigures somewhere else. Let's see. Let's see. No. Okay. Do I not have any minifigures? Ah, there we are. There we are. Victims. My victims. Okay, okay, yeah. Really? Okay. It's gonna be hard. We need some hands. Okay, but first, before I show you what Christian has come up again with the hands, let's go through the Sierra. What changed since the last time? Because of course I've been working on it a little bit, very slightly. So I converted, of course, both sides to our new shock towers, and as you can see, you know, uh, this is basically it's indestructible. I mean, this is really nice. There's really nothing happening. I mean, Christian was afraid that these are being pushed inside. Yes, they are a little bit, but you have to consider we are still haven't done anything here in the front. So here in the back, they are being held in place by the T pieces, so they cannot move out here. And here in the front, we still need to connect them somehow. So keep in mind that things still need to be done. Okay, in the rear, uh, in the rear, I have allowed myself to come up with something using the standard Lego wheel hubs. So basically, what we have here is a suspension featuring the standard hubs and a small spring. Now, the small spring here is just temporary. This is just a placeholder because I need to order the big springs, because the black springs are so soft that the car immediately basically drops. They cannot hold the car up. So I didn't even bother. So I installed these ones. They are too stiff and they limit the suspension travel too much, but they will support the car while we are working on it. You know, they're not good. Okay. But anyway, we are using the standard hubs, so that you know, as we said before, we can make building instructions, and people who don't own LP power wheel hubs can make the car. Okay. Of course, the rear, I converted the rear valance into what Christian designed, so it's a lot cleaner. It's a lot cleaner. It does combine both sides into one. The latch is also a lot stiffer, so when it's latched, it's latched. Okay. What else? Yeah, that's it basically. So in the front, yeah, that's not it. So in the front, I changed the design here in the front slightly. You see, this is the perfect alignment for the wheels. You see the gap here. See the gap here? This gap will be shimmed with a shim that Lego also uses on the Land Rover, so no big deal. And we are going to try a technique that Christian introduced with those arms right now. So let me show you. And we're gonna shim it at the same time. And we're gonna do both wheels, because we can. Okay. There. Where's the shims? There we are. Okay, so we need to get rid of, yeah, we have to pretty much take apart everything, but well. Not everything. So, the hands. This is a fiddly job if you have to do it in place. There we go. So Now, okay. One hand is in place. And we need to place the other one like so. Yeah. Okay, that's so. See, this is not good because this hand is pushing this out. So that's not good. This is not very good. Um, hmm. This is crap. Either the hand is in or the pin is in, but not both. So yeah, I mean, basically we have to turn this around. But yeah, I don't like it. Because then we lose the grip here, which we need. See, this is gonna be installed here. We could use these like that, but then this is kind of loose. I don't know. Or am I missing something? No, I'm not missing anything. Has to be like this and like this. And if it's like that, then pushes this out. Interesting. Ah, okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, no, it's all right. I've pushed it in too much because it wasn't in the connector. Okay, me being stupid again. So nothing new. Move on. Okay, there we go. So what's happening here? Obviously, because of the Lego hands, see, we got a shim that does not allow this guy here to move left and right. Okay. Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah. So basically, what Christian said, that we can turn this guy around and make it like this. There. So it's kind of, come on, camera, please focus. Focus. Can we focus? Yeah, we can focus. Okay, so it's kind of like this. Okay. There. Oh, yes. So this is now extremely stiff. I mean, at least the mount point is, we still get a lot of slack here, but the mount point is now really stiff. Like it. Okay, shimming this here. There. Shimmed. Obviously, we cannot turn this around, so it would be here, because... Come on. See, if we turned it around, it would scrape on the wheel. Like this, it's even with the slack in the bearing, it's perfect. And with the setup like this, we have perfect geometry, so no bumps there. If we don't have this, we get bumps there. So, you know, it's yeah. Let's replicate this on the other side as well, so we can move on. Felipe, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you. It's of course not just me, it's everybody here. We are doing our best. Okay, what am I missing here? Really? Okay, what am I missing here? Why do you not... Okay, yeah. Okay. There. No, the shim cannot be on the steering rack. Unfortunately. Let's see why. So basically what's happening here, we are moving this down, and if you see, the steering rack itself has a pin connection here, so if we would shim it here, we would even shift it up, making everything worse, I think. And another point is, basically if this goes up, then we have to change the entire structure of the front here. So then we have to have a hump here that would allow the steering rod to pass through. Because right now, the steering rod is, see, it's just touching this at full lock, which is okay. However, if we shim this up, in this case, this is in the way. So, you know, we need the shim here. The bar, no, the bar does not have a hole in the middle. Bars are always full. I have not seen a bar with a hole. So, in order to make Christian happy, now that we have done this, I love it. So all credit goes to Christian. Lightsaber will go in the blue pin. Yeah, of course. I mean, all bars are go in blue pins. Of course. But you know, the bar itself doesn't have a hole. At least I know of no bar that would have a hole. So, sorry. I don't know what with me. I'm not even tired. Okay, so now we have to. I have normal blue pins. I use these. Only that for the effect, instead of having one of these, I use those pins in such an arrangement that I can put a bar through them. Because of course these have square holes and you cannot push a bar through them. I know what I mean. Those are not bars. The charger does not have bars. Those are flex tubes. Flex tubing is not bars. That's something completely different. Okay? That's a completely different system. Flex tubing is flexible. Bars are not flexible. So keep that in mind. Okay. Let's do this here. So let's pin the front part of the strut tower to this somehow. Shouldn't be too difficult because we already, yeah, blue half pins, yeah. So this shouldn't be too difficult because we already had a similar arrangement, you know, like this. And now we just basically make a T-piece. I think we're gonna have it with made with this, these, and it's gonna be beautiful, just like Donald Trump would say. It's gonna be beautiful. Yes, that's welcome to Lego. Another idiotic idea from Lego. Tell me something new. be a little smarter about this. Okay. There we go. So, see, now this cannot go anywhere. This is now rock solid. Perfect. There. Yep. So frictionless pin has a round hole. The friction pin has a square hole. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I would prefer if all pins had a round hole, so that bars could pass through, because this would be modular and this would be, in line with the idea of Lego being intercompatible with each other. But it seems that I don't understand things. Lego knows better, apparently. So yeah. Okay, let's test this. Would you look at that? I'm now slowly compressing this. And as you can see, even though this side is not connected at all, see, the movement that's happening is imperceivable, basically. See, things should move here, but they don't. So basically, we don't even need a strut base, which is good. So this setup that we have here is better than the one we had. Plus, it's 2 studs lower. So our hood can now, see, our hood can now go nicely in an aerodynamic shape. So this is pretty good. I like it. And we have the freedom, to make things in the engine bay. Engine is gonna be, well, we're talking about the fake engine that we're gonna build for the instructions. The engine is gonna be, well, pretty on scale, even though we're gonna have 16 volts and stuff. No, that's not true. The friction pins are friction pins because they have ridges on them. See, the friction pins have friction ridges and the non-friction ones do not. That's basically the only real difference, because the thickness of the material here and here is pretty much the same. So that's a bullshit argument. Friction pins have these ridges. That's why they're friction, you know. Yeah, I think the Sierra is gonna be amazing. Yeah. So, what to do next? There are plenty of things to do. First, we need to design a door lock, I think. So, what annoys me the whole time is that this door is not staying open. It's not staying closed. It's opening itself whole time, and just like I don't like the trunk to be open. I mean, open all the time. See, I hate this. Door constantly opening. Trunk is staying closed as it should. So the door needs to be closed as well. And since it's us, yeah, maybe, but you know, the wall thickness on the non-friction ones is more than enough. And keep in mind that if you're talking about wall thickness, you know, again, calling you bullshit, then tell me, why are then these with a round hole? Why are then these with a round hole? And these are friction ones. So, you know, it's really bullshit. Okay. So the doors will probably have some thickness here in order to accommodate the mechanism, and I think we're gonna make a similar mechanism that than we had on the charger, because it's really simple, doesn't require a lot of material, and it simply works. Let me just check something. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the mechanism on the charger is 3 studs thick, and we have 3 studs of room here. So we should try it. Let's make one and see how it fits. And for consistency's sake, I'm gonna use, this time I'm gonna use, instead of springs, I'm gonna use a rubber band, I guess. And so, you know, so that the system isn't exactly the same. Yeah, only Lego knows why. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why this is so. We would need, I guess, It's gonna sit here. I guess. So it's gonna be real simple. Even simpler than in the charger. Yeah. If you are building mocks, the tolerances start becoming really important. So how are we gonna do this? So basically what I want, when we have the door, one thing that we have to decide is how we are gonna open the door. My idea would be that we basically we press in here. We press here and something presses on the mechanism and then releases it. Or we can have it like in the charger where you have to grab around the door and pull it. I don't know. Maybe we should have something outside. So maybe to be consistent with the rear of the car, let's say we have something like this, and then you press it in, and the door opens. Or yeah, but no. If we have something more hurts me to even think about it. Let's say that we have it like this, and then we do this. I would not want that. We have absolutely no room to do a real door where we would basically have a handle and pull it. I mean, I don't see it happening. There's no parts, and basically we would need what am I talking about? What the fuck? What? I mean, of course we do have the parts. How am I so blind? How am I so blind? Sometimes really my brain is on vacation. Basically you grab it and you pull like on a VW. Basically, I think it's on like on a VW. Let me check. Ford Sierra door handle. Oh no, on the real car, you basically you have a handle and you grab it underneath and pull up. This is something we cannot do, but we can do a VW style handle. That we can do, and we are going to. It's gonna be real simple. We are gonna need another rubber band, of course, so it's gonna be 2 rubber bands per door, but this, or maybe a longer one. I don't know. We'll see. So why have I done this? Simply because we're gonna have the room for the handle here. So we're gonna make ourselves a room for the handle. Fine. Okay, now when we open the door, do we want the door to open like this? So when we pull the handle like this, or do we open the door by pulling the handle like this? I would go like this because we can have this tongue here out of the way, because here is gonna be the A pillar, the B pillar, and all the basically this is gonna be here, and this is gonna be here. So this part here will be able to press on a lever that's gonna be here. If you understand what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna have it turned this way. Okay. It's gonna be basically it's gonna be like that. And this guy here is not gonna be this, but it's gonna be this. Do these exist in white? That's the problem, of course. Since we are gonna build a white car, we should know if these exist in white. Okay. Obviously, it's a bit too long, or not too long. It's in the wrong position. It needs to be one stud further here, I think. But we can live. I can live with that. See, we pull the handle, and the door opens. We release the handle while the door is open because the spring is gonna pull it back, and then we just slam the door closed. I think this should work in theory. Okay, should work in theory. Obviously, I'm gonna use this to attach this. So I left it out and something here, so we can, we're gonna have it here. This is gonna be here. Let's see what happens. So this is how it's gonna open. I think we should have it here. Yeah, something like this. So what do you mean, why not use the 5 times 11 panel? And here on the bottom, I would not like to use this, so I'm gonna use this here. You're gonna abuse this. For now, I just want to see if this works. So I'm not gonna overdo this and over-engineer it. I just want to see if it works, if the geometry pans out. If it does, we can optimize it further. If not, we change plans. So we don't lose too much time. The good part is we know that this system should work because we use exactly the same system in the charger. So that's the good part. So there we go. So this would be our door lock. Closed. Then when you slam it shut, the thing that goes in here pulls those apart, and the spring immediately after the you know the intruder is past them, spring turns this shut, and it's trapped here. So the door is closed. And then you pull the lever, you open these, and the door is open again. That's basically the lock. Very simple and effective. Let's see what Christian sent me. There's a very good reason. You see, it's aesthetics. Like this, if I have panels just anywhere, it does not look good. We can make this look good, and it looks somehow consistent. The line is here, these pins align, this is in the same pane. But the moment I offset the panel, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it, to be honest. I'm not a fan. Plus, it's then very hard, or basically impossible, to fit in this part. So this we have no way to fit this part in, and yeah, it would, even if we put something in here, it would basically wobble constantly because of this. So I'm good with this. I mean, yeah, I know these overlap, but yeah, I pretty much prefer this because here we have some consistency, and this it isn't so alien. The holes basically make it. So if we offset it like that, then you have a row of holes here, and then you have they drop down, and it has they're here. It kind of, this is more consistent, I think. Okay, so basically now we have a spring, a rubber band is gonna hold this closed here, and we have to see how we are gonna provide a lever. So if we do this, god damn it, why is this so hard to focus? If we do this, there must be a lever here that gets depressed and does this. So basically the lever has to be working on the bottom axle, the bottom yeah, the bottom part basically. So we need to yeah, we need to provide a lever. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have to do much, you know. The movement is maybe 15 degrees or 45 degrees, maybe. Yeah, maybe it turns 45 degrees before that guy turns slips in, so it's not much. It's not much. Just let me think. We could do this. We could do this with gears. You know, some to make it a little bit interesting. I mean, one idea would be to have the lever operated with this, but there's no room. I mean, there is room, but not for this. Basically, we would have a gear here. Well, not this one. A gear here, and it would this goes down, then this goes up. Okay, so vice versa. So we would have a gear here, there, and the lever would up. Stupid me. If we're up here, we can have the lever here. So this guy would basically pull the lever down. Pull it down. Yeah, and this would turn. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. This is how we do it. Pretty simple. We need to extend this a little bit to get room for the lever, for the mechanism, basically. I'm just gonna arbitrarily use a 12 stud. It's here, so I'm gonna use it. Now what we need, this is gonna operate the lever, basically this guy here. It needs to go down, this goes up. Okay, vice versa. So what do I need? I basically need this guy, somewhere here. Let me think. So I basically I need this. It's gonna be like that. Okay, so this guy is gonna be here. It's gonna be here, and then on the other side, we have so we have 1, 2, 3. Oh yes. Why? This is gonna be here. Exactly. But the problem here is that this part here is too far in. Too far in. Because, you know, if this guy is there, then the door is already very thick. Now the door is very thick. So what would we do? We basically need. It could be, you know, if for all we care, it could be basically this. Some rod extending upwards like this, and then when you open this, it has to be pretty far up like this. So when you open it, you basically, yeah, it has to be basically vertical, yeah, so this pushes on it enough. But it doesn't have to be vertical, because we can. Okay, let's reverse engineer this. So what if we have system like this? You know that the rod is here, and you basically do this. Yeah. Then we need just something here. It's pushing on it. Not really. Not really. Wouldn't work. Basically, what we need would require more room that this gives us. You know. And whatever we do here, one thing that we could do, so would be, let me just think, if this, we could have, yeah, but that's made too. It's gonna be a simple handle, nothing fancy. I mean, the other idea of course would be if we position a lever in this plane, see, in this plane, and then it gets pulled like that. Then this could be, of course, these are together, and then, you know, we need something that pulls these apart. That's going to be the biggest challenge here. With the charger, of course, it has been simplified because we, by the design of the doors with the panels didn't allow for an exterior handle at all, so we had to compromise. But here the design does allow for an exterior handle, so we're gonna take the opportunity to use it. Yeah, this is an idea. This is an idea. So we have what, 3 studs. Okay. Let's just see on which side this needs to be. So it would be basically something like this, where the handle pushes on this and opens the mechanism. Now the problem with this setup is this doesn't work, so we need a bigger gear. And hope that this is enough. See, we need a bigger gear to turn this more. But I think even here, the movement that we're gonna get is not gonna be enough. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, it's the right direction. It's the right direction. There. Obviously, the gears can be tweaked. Their exact position, that's not a problem. Just to get this into position. Okay, so we need further tweaks. Okay, so this needs to be a 4-stud affair. Yeah, that's probably not. This is the movement that we're expecting here is too small. This is gonna be too small. Obviously, what we're gonna do is we're gonna here overcomplicate simple things. But, overcomplicate simple things. That's what we're good at. What we could do. And this is mimicking a real car, by the way. So what we could do is use stuff like this, God damn it, I need to remove this. So we can make a lever with a bigger gear here. So just imagine for a moment that we use I don't know, this. We use this as a lever. And this is pushing the gear, which would sit, I don't know, here, for example. But not here, but here. It would sit here, obviously. It would sit here, so it can directly act on this. So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's just do it. I'm curious how this is gonna work. It's gonna be crap, but you know. Let's do it. Why the hell not? So we pull this. It's gonna be here. We pull. Okay. So basically we want to convert a small movement of the wheel into a large movement of into a large movement of no yeah, I mean, let's see, is it long enough? No. Okay, no. This. And if anybody is furiously designing a better way, then I'm doing a good job, I think. So let's see. Okay, this is total crap. So this doesn't work this way. This has potential. Only we need to be a little bit smarter about it. So we need to turn this around. Like that. And then use this one for it to run smoother. Yeah, that's of course that's an idea. Maybe better, yeah. So if we pull this, well, this guy needs to be on the same level as this, of course. Okay. That's not a problem to achieve. It's gonna be able to speak. Oh my god. I don't even. I mean, thank you for this. I mean, I just had a laugh. Able to speak. Very nice one. Nice one. Okay. So, okay. In theory, this works. Theory. Ideally, however, we would have the pin would ideally be located here. God damn it, it's black. Yeah, here. Stupid me. We have the tools to do this. Of course, we have the parts. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm getting old. Of course, we have the parts. It's gonna be beautiful. Is it enough? I don't know. It's something. Ideally, it would be, you know, this guy here would be closer to the center, so we would have more movement for the same amount of travel. I don't know if this is enough. I don't think so. If we position this closer, then yes. Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It goes down. So down. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see soon. I just need to provide this guy here with with a bearing, and then we'll see. And this is gonna be yeah, okay, very simple, no big deal. As it is right now, it has too much slack to really judge. It's not gonna tell me anything. You know, but making it compliant. It's no big deal. There. There. It's not enough. Needs to be a little bit more. Of course, the little bit more would basically come. See, ideally, this is enough. This is enough, but there's the slack in the system. Basically, mainly here. Mainly here, we have too much slack here. So if we manage to make the gear, this gear, being supported to this here somehow, then this would go. How do we do this? What tools do we have? I don't see. See, it is enough. Nah, no, the blue pin is not enough. I mean, it's just gonna add friction that we don't want. Basically, we need to make sure that this doesn't wobble. Ideally, we would have it supported here on this side with something, but it wobbles too much. The only thing that, I mean, I want something, you know how hard it is. This is in instructions. I don't even think that people are going to be able to assemble this. But Jesus, is this wobbling a lot? Well, one way would be to make this turn a lot more. So if we somehow manage to connect this guy here to this in a different manner, would be nice. Actually, Christian, holy shit, I know what you mean, and yes, that is something that we're gonna try. Yes. Yes. This is actually a brilliant idea. It fits in there. It fits in there. Come on. There. So this guy goes away. This goes away. We use the red pin here. We put this in like that. And the movement is increased a lot. As you can see, we have a lot more movement. Holy shit. before I do this, let me just see how we're gonna do the springs here. Okay, yeah, there's a problem with this, but we're gonna get to this later. The problem is easily solvable, so I'm not gonna address it right now. Let's just do the spring. No, or do I? I don't want to have the spring attached to the black gear because there's slack here. So the black gear is just to open it. See this slack here? This slack makes this not work. It has to be attached, the spring has to be attached directly to this. And basically it needs to pull this up or this down. And pulling this down is much easier. So we're gonna pull this down. Very simple. We're gonna use just this and another one somewhere else. So we're gonna have like this and this. See? Then this, and this. Voila. Done. Okay. Now let's just adjust this there. Come on. Okay. We can replace this guy here entirely by a 3-strut. So we can open the door. Okay. So what's the problem that I was talking about? So now we have the door and we open it. We have to, of course, fix this with a spring. We open it, and when we close it, see what happens to the handle? That shouldn't happen to the handle. Handle should stay closed. Once we open it, the spring pulls the handle back, and the handle stays closed. So you see the suspension arm here needs to be fixed in a way where our friend here just pulls it, and then this guy here can snap back. All the while this system here can freely move independent of this. So ideally we would move all of this 1-strut in this direction, so that there would be a gap between this guy here and this. And this gap would mean that when the black lever is closed and held closed by the spring, this system here can move back and forth when the door gets closed. Otherwise, this isn't happening. Or we can try the easy way out. We can basically just apply a spring here, or well, a rubber band here, to hold the lever closed, and rely on the slack in the whole system to allow for the system to, for the handle not to open. You know, that's what we could do. To be fair. I think that's what we should do. Let's try it. Ah. Oh my god, what the fuck? Isn't this supposed to be a non-friction pin? Holy shit. Wow, okay. Yeah, this still happens. But you know what? We're gonna live with it. Because everything else is gonna just overcomplicate the system. I think it works. I think it works. It's. I think it's cool. Some tweaking required, of course. Once we have it on the car, some tweaking is gonna be required. But yeah, let's try it on the car and see where we have to position the element that goes in there. And the element that goes in there is gonna be, I'm gonna intentionally use a yellow one, you know, just so it's gonna be, I think, like this, or no, it's gonna be like that, I think, or like that. Yeah, it's like that, because no. Because if we have it like this, see, this would be a locking state. Of course, we have a problem here because this is too much. But no problem. Maybe if we use, I don't know, just this. No, that's not gonna be right. I mean, on the charger it was easy, but here, if we move this one stud up, so this is a problem, basically. The system must not stay like this. It must be like this. But for this, I think we only thing we need to do is adjust the tooth on these, so it would be a little bit. Okay, let's see what Marco said. What is this? Ah, yeah. This has its own problems. I don't like to use systems like this for pulling because it relies on the friction of the bushes on each end, and I think this is very unreliable. Over time, this would become very unreliable. But I mean, I'm gonna keep this in mind. Maybe I'm going to come up with a system that can use this. Um, but intentionally, I don't use stuff like this. Um, we'll see. We'll see. For the moment, this is more important. This can be tweaked. Okay, maybe if we adjust this a little bit. Of course, this needs adjustment as well. Nein, ich habe keine Möglichkeit. Ich meine, ich äh, die Bauanleitungen für die Inline 3 Motoren gibt es nicht, weil ich die Inline 3 Motoren eigentlich selber baue. Das ist das Problem. Also für Motoren generell gibt es keine Bauanleitung. Es ist nicht einfach, die Motoren zu bauen. Deshalb. Okay. Sorry for the German. 2 Liter had asked me a question, but okay, maybe this is gonna work. Let's see. Okay, I mean it feels good. It feels good. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at this. Yep. That's good. I mean, you need brute force for this to push past. And we can use a stronger spring or have something done to this mechanism to make basically to increase the lever of the spring. Yeah, this is good. I think the charger has the same thing. So it's basically this guy here is here on the edge, and then yeah, this comes inside. Let's mount it on the car and see what's happening. Marco, I know this works. I know that your system works. That's not the issue. I know it works. The thing is that over time, since you're doing the pulling here, over time the bushes are gonna slip, and there will be a moment where suddenly it doesn't work anymore. That's the reason why I don't use systems like that. Sorry, sometimes. Bleh. Who or where is writing? On okay, right. Okay, so let's see where the position of this needs to be. Okay. Okay. So we need to remove this part here. This part needs to go. There we go. It closes. Now where do we have to position the Oh, it's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. So basically, I don't know if you can see it. Our position, see, would be here. This is our jaws. So we would have to we have to position here. So I'm gonna do a temporary positioning. So. Okay. And let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's true. That may be a danger of this approach. Okay. So, how does this crap? I wanted to say. I mean, fuck it. We need to redo the rocker panel anyway. It's just in the way right now. So much hate. Okay. Obviously, what's happening here? You see, I'm trying to close the door, but now this lift arm is hitting this. So we need to make this a slightly different. Not we're gonna attach it to this guy here. No big deal. Just a little, slightly different mounting method. Yeah, the whole rocker panel has rusted away already, and it's not even made of metal, just because it's a Sierra. It's rusting while it's here. Okay, so this should allow it to close. Okay, obviously something's not quite right. To be honest, I don't know why. You know what's not right? If I use this would be okay. However, for this I need to move this guy here. Needs to go one stud further to the back. In order for me to be able to use this guy here. So we need to use this guy here, otherwise it's not closing. And we need to move everything one stud further back. Lovely. Okay. So it needs to be here. If this wouldn't be here, it would be simpler. A lot simpler. Or maybe not. What if we use this to do some crazy stunt? What could we do? We could use, I mean, this guy, but then how do we combine these? No, it's in this case it's not. We don't have the half stud problem, which is good. We don't have the half stud problem. It should be ideally like this, but obviously we cannot use this system because it's and we cannot go further down because then this guy here, so then this here is gonna hit it. So if you visualize, this is basically what's happening. So this guy is sitting in here, like so, when it's closed. Yeah. How do we attach it? Obviously, we need to do something here. Something has to be changed. So okay, I'm just curious how it closes, so we're gonna it needs to be here, right? We're gonna just do something. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. So this should allow it to close. Not that we need to tweak this, because obviously this is a very important area that needs attention, a lot of attention. But this is right after the door closes, we're gonna focus our attention on this. By the way, how late it is, not today, but that's the B pillar is gonna be the next focus of attention in the next video. So, does it close? Yes. Does it open? Hell yeah. Does it close again? Yes. Does it open? Yes. So, job done. Of course, now that we have done this, there's the task, of course, of covering this up. Obviously, we're gonna do something like this, sort of, and it's gonna be fine. Nothing too fancy. We're gonna pick up here and somewhere, this is basically gonna cover up. This panel is gonna cover up most of this stuff. Like here, it's gonna connect here, and we're gonna, use this here to support it here. There's gonna be, a pinhole here, like that, yeah, and it's gonna be fine. Just some element. We can place something here, a handle consisting, probably, can do a handle consisting of this, maybe, something. We're gonna come up with something, but I do not want to cover all of this, because I want some of the mechanism to be visible. And something else that I want to do, I'm gonna put a handle on this. So if you want to, you basically pull a handle down, and you can open the door from inside. We can even make, we can extend this. We can obviously, we're gonna do this from connectors instead of the axle, which is gonna make everything even better, because this is not gonna torsionally bend. And then we extend this part here and put a handle here, and since this guy will be here, it's gonna look like a rear door. So I think this is gonna be nice. What do you mean free space behind rear fender? And what the best part is? The door is no longer opening when I'm turning the car. Okay. No, don't think so. Or maybe, maybe, maybe. I mean, the space here, of course, is going to be unused, and it's just going to be um, a thin wall of lift arms here before the fender starts. So we're not basically going to place anything here. So yeah, your solution could be, yeah, could be okay. I mean, let's try it. I mean, I have nothing better to do today. So yeah, let's do it. This and these two. Okay, and a three stud. Three stud. Mihai, hey, how are you this evening? Okay. So we're gonna do this, this, and this. Okay. Okay. This is really solid. Nice. Okay. I like it. And you see the door here is really solid. It cannot be moved. You see I'm holding the car by the door. I'm holding the car by the door, It's only pulling up here because it's just put in with not even with pins, but with these, of course. That's why it can be easily pulled out. But other than that, this is really nice. Yep. That's it. So, I think for today we have done a lot. The door is a real good work. The handle is exactly where it needs to be for a Sierra. It's it's not the same mechanism, so we don't uh, pull the lever up. We do this, but um, to be honest, this is perfectly fine. It's better than any Lego car. Not even Kada has a mechanism like this. So you know, it's it's something that's specific to our cars. And to be honest, yeah, I mean the mechanism that Marco showed, the Christian showed. No, who showed it? Um, who showed it? Marco. So the sliding mechanism. To be honest, look at this. You see how it slides a little bit out? I can live with that. I can totally live with that. C pillar mount. C pillar is this. What do you mean if it can be pulled? This, of course, things here need to be changed because this guy alone here, so this upper lift arm here cannot be here because it's obviously gonna interfere with the continuation of this line. Except if we come up with something else here. This guy here is exactly where it needs to be. Other than that, car is solid, I think. Our nice sunroof. We have hand of God steering. I mean, we have everything. Everything runs really smooth. The only problem at the moment is the rear suspension because of the springs that need to be changed. Other than that, I think everything that we did is okay. Once everything is white, but this is gonna be done by Christian in CAD, so I can see the car how it's supposed to be in his CAD drawings. And once it's the same color, it's gonna look great. Right now, when it's a little bit black, a little bit gray, a little bit orange, a little bit white, it's all over the place. So for the next time, B pillar. B pillar is important. Yeah, I'm gonna start buying white parts. So B pillar is important. You can see here, I have just tacked this with two bricks. I can remove this, but the B pillar of the Sierra has to be thicker than we did here, of course. And the doors themselves are not frameless in the Sierra, so we need to make some frames on the doors. And the same goes in the front. See, I also tacked a lift arm to the front of the door, because same, when I take this away, there's room here, and we left the room here for two reasons. First, for the frame that's gonna go on the door, and second, because of this this corner here. Because if the A pillar would be one stud further out, the door would be unable to open with this edge here. This would complicate the design immensely and make it ugly, because then we would need to have a vertical wall here instead of it curving in. So this is all good. So we just need to find a way to attach something here, and then here on the inside, here needs to be the frame of the door. So that's still to do. How we're gonna do it, I don't know. It doesn't. It's not structural, so it doesn't have to be really sturdy. It just has to be there. It can be done. I don't know, out of lift arm. No lift arms. Out of connectors. It probably will be done out of connectors. So I can see approximately how we're gonna do it, but this is a 90-degree connector here, for example, and then connectors down, and then we go, here. This part here can be flexible, doesn't have to be fixed. And going down, basically we in the whole frame we just need one part. So basically the part here that prevents everything from collapsing inwards. Yeah. Nothing groundbreaking, but we're gonna do this after we do the C pillar, because the C pillar C pillar, B pillar, because the B pillar needs some work now that we removed here the connection, because you see now we have I don't know, some movement. Now this can be pulled apart a little bit. Maybe we can fix this some other way, but yeah, thank you. It cannot be there, because once we close the door, see, once we close the door, come on. Once we close the door, there's no room for it. That's the situation. So anyway, that's enough for today. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on Discord, and I see you basically in the stream on Friday. Same time, uh, same place, and we continue on the B pillar. I said it correctly, right? Yeah, B pillar. Okay. Uh, See you in the next installment.